find your seat on your block. So the reason why I like to use the block is because it creates the lift of the pelvis a little bit higher. That creates that indentation of the low back. So even if you sit on your block and kind of tilt it so that the block may even be slightly lifted, but you're giving yourself that tilt so that the tailbone points up slightly rather than rounding and pointing down, because then you start already with a rounded back and that's going to continue all the way up. So be aware of that. Allow the knees to try to go towards the floor. If you need 2 blocks, then use 2 blocks. If you don't have one, it's not a big deal. I can show you how to just make one out of some books. It's pretty simple. Hands are on your knees. Turn your palms to face upward. Bring your first finger and thumb to touch. Close the eyes. Take a slow breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Gently smile. Again, a big breath in. Out of the mouth, exhale. As we inhale, take your left palm to your heart center, then the right palm over top of the left. Set your intention for this practice. What do you want to get out of this time here? There's a lot going on the internet, and you have chosen to be here, and what do you need to get out of this time for you? Other things are going to pop up in the mind. We have the ability to stay focused, so let's use that strength, hone that skill, and continue to keep your focus internal on your practice. And it's only for 30 minutes, just keep bringing your focus back. Like I said, it's a skill. It will get easier as you practice that. Now that we have our intention, we have our goal, take our palms together to touch at the heart center. Take a big breath in, solid through your foundation, yet tall through your spine. Exhale, gently opening the eyes. Let's come to table pose. Removing the block out of the way. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. When you're in your table, make sure that your fingers are spread. Lift your tailbone, lift your chin. Exhale and round the back. As you do this, push yourself out of the floor. Point your tailbone towards your knees. Inhale, drop the belly button. Now we're lifting the tailbone towards the ceiling. Lift the chin. Exhale and round. Push yourself out of the floor. Get really small to the belly. Inhale again. We lift the chin and the tail. Exhale and round. Walking your knees a little bit closer together for balance. Inhale the right leg up with the chin. Exhale, the forehead and knee come together, tuck. Inhale to open it up, lift the chin, squeeze through the back of your right leg. Exhale to round, squeeze through the belly. Inhale to bring the leg up. Exhale, round. We're just switching sides. Right leg goes down, left knee goes up. Inhale. Exhale to round. Check in with your palms, spread your fingers. Inhale to lift the chin, lift the left leg. Exhale to round, push yourself out of the floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Come to a neutral table with the inhale. Tuck the toes and exhale to downward dog. Check with your hands once again. We want the fingers spread wide. And now check with the feet. The toes are pointing forward. Even though you're not moving your heels, imagine that you're trying to turn your toes or your heels outward, and that will help to engage the sides of your glutes. Lift the kneecaps slightly to engage the thighs, even though the knees are bent. This is a strong pose. Everything is engaged enough, not overly stressing the body, but feeling the power in your body. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. We're at the front of the mat. Before you come up, check your feet. Again, they're in line with your hips. Inhale to reach up, come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Doing 2 more like that. Grounding your feet, inhale the arms up. When you do this, you're shooting energy out of the hands. Exhale as you come to center, squeeze the belly as you're squeezing your palms. Inhale to reach the arms up. The palms press together as you exhale everything down your midline. Pull your low belly in. Let's do 1 more like that. Inhale, arms up. The whole body is strong. Exhale and fold. Now as you're folding, push your bum back and keep elongating through the spine. Then we bend the knees to touch the floor. Step the feet back, plank. Inhale. So when you're in your plank, your body is in a straight line. Press through the hands and press through the shoulder blades. 1 more inhale. Let's drop the knees and exhale, lower down. So notice as I'm coming down, my whole body comes in one piece. Come up to cobra with the inhale. I'm not using my hands. Shoulder blades are drawn back, and the point of this is to open up your collarbones and strengthen your back. Make sure that the back of the neck isn't pulling. Take a deep breath in. Tuck your toes, ground your hands, exhale, plank. Hold your plank, inhale. Exhale to downward dog. Ground your left foot, bring your right leg up. This is a 1-leg dog. Bring your right foot between your hands. So we're shifting the shoulders forward and bringing the right knee to the chest. Step the right foot in between your hands. It may not come up in one step, just pick it up and move it. Arms up to crescent. When you come into your crescent, pull your left hip forward, sit your hips lower, and keep directing your right knee directly in front of you, your left heel directly behind you. See if you can straighten that right knee. The hands can stay at your heart center or up. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Right foot goes back to plank. You have the choice on the knees. Exhale to lower slow. We're on the belly and we've been here to our cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, plank. Inhale, hold. Exhale, downward dog. Grounding through the right foot, left leg up, inhale. Exhale the left foot between your hands. So notice here, if it doesn't come up in one step, you need to push off of your back foot to kind of help you get there. And when you're ready, arms up. Notice where your tailbone is. Rather than allowing it to stick back, point it down. You'll get more space into that front hip. And then bend a little deeper. Your left knee is directly over your ankle. Arms will help to get that length into the hip flexor on the right side if you need it. Deep breath in, back bend if you need that. Hands down on the exhale, step the foot back to plank on the inhale. Hold here, don't hang your head. On or off your knees, we lower for 3, 2, 1, cobra, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Inhale, walking your hands over to the right outside of your mat. You just want to get some length to the outer left side, rib cage. Push your left hip over to the left heel. Walk the hands center and outside left of your mat. So as you're here, right armpit pushes down, right hip pulls to the right heel. Inhale, walk the hands to center, come up to table. As we exhale, find your knees under your hips. Right toes to the back of your mat, lift your right leg. Now the leg is straight, the abdominals are pulled away from the floor. So feel like you're trying to draw your low ribs to your hip. And bring the left arm forward. Check with that right palm, spread the fingers. Stay strong through both left fingers and right toes. Inhale. Take your left hand down and exhale, tuck the left toes. 1-leg dog, inhale. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Arms up, inhale to crescent. We're straight with that back leg. Warrior 2 with the exhale. Now the left foot is going to point to the left wall. The right knee stays over the right ankle. Arms are now wide to a T. And try to get the whole front of your body flush to that left wall. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the front of your mat. Left toes turn forward, plank on the inhale. Exhale, lower for 3, 2, 1. Cobra, inhale. Don't skip this part. Exhale, plank, then downward dog. Inhale here, gaze to the toes. Exhale, come down to the knees. The right knee stays down, the left leg goes up. Power through that left glute. When you're ready, notice if your belly is dipping. Draw it in and bring the right arm forward. Strong with that right arm. Take a slow inhale, strong with that left foot. Exhale, right hand down, tuck the right toes, lift the left knee. Left leg really high, deep breath in. Left foot between your hands as we exhale. Push it forward, ground the foot, and we come up. Crescent warrior, inhale. High on your back foot, adjust your distance between your feet as you need to. Move to warrior 2. Ground your back foot. Chest stays over the shoulders. So notice if you start reaching, keep your spine tall. Inhale, gaze over the front middle finger, squeeze your glutes equally. Exhale, windmill the hands down, ground through the palms and step the left foot back. Plank, inhale. Exhale, lower slow. Cobra, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Slow your breath down and breathe into your upper back. As you're exhaling, lengthen that exhale. Your body needs that to rest. Inhale, let's come up to table. Tuck your toes under and sit to the backs of your heels. Now, if this is too much, you can take your block. You can rest your hands on your block. You can come all the way back down into your table pose. Or you can just test it out and see what works for you. The longer that we practice, the easier it's going to become. So just trust the process. If it's too much, take a break. Just try to keep the toes tucked under so that you can create that shape in the toes. If it's too much, just take a break or come forward into your table, but don't avoid this pose. And as we inhale, come forward to table, tuck your toes and exhale to downward dog. So we've been here before. Check your palms, spread your fingers. The knees can be bent if you need to. Try to get a straight line from your hip to your shoulder to your wrist. And if you need to, you can come forward a bit, but the action is to press back. Right leg up, inhale. Right foot between the hands, exhale. So I'm pushing myself forward and then the right foot comes up. I'll even sometimes pick up the foot and put it there. Arms up, inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Keep your left hand down your left thigh, turn your right palm to the ceiling. Start reaching it up and back bend. As you're doing so, the right knee is pulling forward, the right arm is reaching back. Inhale, spread the toes of both feet. Exhale, the hands to the front of your mat. Right foot goes back to plank. Inhale. If you are ready for your upward dog, take that here. Exhale, lower. Upward dog, we're on the feet and the hands. Exhale, down dog. If you prefer to do cobra and you feel more comfortable there, do that. Inhale here. Exhale here. Check your alignment with your shoulders, with your hips. Left leg up, inhale. Left foot between the hands, exhale. So shift forward, then pick it up and move it there. Arms up, inhale, crescent. Tailbone points down. Exhale, warrior 2. Flatten that back foot, check your hips. Get that left knee to bend in line with the hip. Right hand down the right thigh, left arm up, reach it over. As you're doing so, left knee keeps bending forward. Open up that left side, deep breath in. Exhale, the hands to the front of the mat. Right toes turn forward, left foot to plank. So I'm going to show you the difference between your up dog and your cobra. So our cobra, the feet are down, the thighs are down, the hips are down, and I'm back bending through my mid and upper back. Tendency is for us to just lift through the neck, but I don't want you to do that. Keep your neck long and move from your mid back instead. So your gaze is going to be about 2 feet in front of your mat. Now our up dog, our hands are closer to our ribs. The feet are pushed down, but that's the only thing that's going to touch the floor is the hands and the feet. And we lift and we back bend. So it's very similar to a back bend, but we're only using the hands and the feet. So you may feel that you want to just drop your hips, but I want you instead to push your feet down, lift your hips, and arch your back. Pull your shoulder blades back. We're trying to get the chest over the hips. Deep breath in. If you're in your up dog, push the tops of your feet to the floor. And exhale to release. And child's pose. Sit back. Upward dog is a pretty intense pose. I remember the first time I was in a class and it was taught, but not taught, it was said, and my back hurt for like a week and a half. I mean, we're going back 20 years and I wasn't aware of my body, but when you're in a class and the teacher asks you to do something and you're not really sure what it is, listen to yourself before you just go into it. I try to teach as methodically as possible because I don't want you to hurt yourself, but I want you to try and challenge yourself. So let's sit back into our child's pose. Try to relieve anything that came out of that back bend. Big breath in. Long breath out. With the next inhale, let's come up to table and downward dog. Walk your feet to the center of your mat and come up to stand, reaching the arms up. Hands come to heart, close your eyes, and breathe. Now, it's a different type of breath, our yogic breath, right? It's an expansive breath. So as you're here and you're breathing, imagine that you're drawing energy from the feet and it's rising up all the way to the crown of your head. Your whole body is absorbing this positive energy from the earth. It's giving you that foundation. Feel like it's coming right through your feet. Take your hands to your hips. Bend your right knee. Turn the heel in and the knee out. The tendency is for the hip to fall. This means you're not engaging the glute. Pull your hip back inward. Square your hips to the floor. Keep spreading the toes. Maybe a gentle lift of your left kneecap. And hands come to heart. Chest stays open. Now we're keeping the heel on the ankle. Just drag it up 2 inches so now the foot clears the floor. We're not taking the foot any higher. I know a lot of people like to kind of hang their foot on their knee, but be aware the right toes are only 1 inch off of the floor. Check with that left hip. Left thigh engaged. Tailbone is pointing directly down in between your feet. Spread your toes and push your palms together. That's going to help to keep everything in your midline. So palms push just as much as the legs are pushing. Inner thighs are engaged. Back is engaged just as much as the chest. Chin is parallel to the floor. Now that smile, take an inhale. Spread the toes. And exhale, right knee forward, right foot down. Take your hands by your sides. Just take a slow inhale and feel that foundation again. Come back to balance. With the exhale, it's going to release anything you don't need to hold on. Any residual tension from that pose is gone. Let's take the hands to the hips once again. Spread the toes of the right foot, bend the left knee, then turn the knee out to the left. Find that the foot is onto the ankle, but we're not allowing the rest of the body to tip. So find your balance here. Take your hands to your heart and the left toes up 1 inch. If that's too much, you can keep the foot back down on your mat. Choose whatever works, whatever challenges you today. As you're breathing, you're drawing the energy from the bottom of your foot. Make sure that your toes are soft and spread, and direct that energy upward all the way to your crown. The kneecap on the right is engaged, the thigh is strong, the glute is strong. Deep inhale, and imagine you're breathing in and wide. And as you exhale, the palms press together just as much as the foot is pressing into the right leg. Deep breath in, spread your toes, gently smile. And exhale, left knee forward, left foot down. Let's close the eyes. Take a slow breath in, smile, and thank your body for being able to do that. Exhale. Open the eyes, inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, stepping the feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes out and drop your hips. Lift your hips up. You can use your block here in front of you, and exhale, drop the hips. I want you to try to keep your chest square to the front of the room. So the tendency is to drop your head and come up this way. I want you to get the movement from your hips and your knees and your ankles. So if that means that you don't go down as far, that's okay. But try not to avoid the movement because you don't feel it's going to get there. I want you to go to that point. Go to the point where you can get to, and then work in that range. We've got 2 more squats to do. You choose how you move, but I want you to have your chest up. Try not to hang your head. This is our last one. And with the exhale, we'll come all the way down, removing the block, and come to seated. I'll face this way so you can see me. Ground into your feet, bending through your knees, and your hands are, so you're coming all the way down, and your hands are right down by your sides. Toes are pointing directly forward. Ground into your feet equally, palms are right down by your side. Start to roll your tailbone, so it's a very small movement. You're trying to get the tailbone to roll up, the low back to roll down, and continue that lift all the way up through the spine. And then rolling back down that same way, so it's not coming down in one piece, it's rolling down. Again, inhale, lift the tailbone, the mid-back, and exhale, mid-back rolls down to tailbone. Let's add the arms. Inhale the hips up as the arms reach up and over. Exhale to come back down. I want you to feel engagement in your glutes, but also expansion in your belly and chest. Inhale to lift and expand all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale to lower. Notice if your knees are starting to wobble, keep them in line. So use the inner and outer thighs. Inhale up, exhale down. We'll just do one more. Inhale up, really power through your feet equally, heel to forefoot. And exhale down. Keeping the hips down, take the right heel to the ceiling, take the hands behind the hamstring, press out of the heel, and slowly circle the ankle. Spreading the toes as you go, pointing the toes as you go. Let's go the opposite way. Really mindful of how that's feeling to the back of the leg. Check in with the hips, check in with the shoulders. Make sure that the whole body is relaxed as you're moving. Take your right ankle to your left knee. The right knee is going to fall to the right. Take the left knee into the chest. You can stay here, or you can take the left hand to the shin. You can stay here or take both hands to the left shin. Whatever you choose, the back is supported. So if you have to lift your head to take the grip, stay down with the head and have your hands on your right foot and knee. Also, if you had to lift your low back, drop it, and again, hands on that right shin. Take a slow breath in. As we exhale, releasing the left foot down, right leg back up. Inhale, push your hips up to take your palms under your glutes, and then drop your hips. So now our hands are planted, and that's to support the low back. Inhale to lower the right leg. Exhale to bring the leg up. Inhale to lower the leg. Exhale to bring it up. If you need more intensity, Lift the head and look to your belly button. Inhale to lower the right leg. Exhale to bring it up. We've got 2 more. If you want, you can hover that left leg over the mat. Exhale it up. Push your low belly in towards your spine. 1 more. You choose the modification. And exhale up. Inhale, the left leg meets the right. Let the head come down. Release the hands and exhale, right foot to the mat. Hands interlace the left hamstring and let's circle the ankle. Go really slow. We're trying to access movement all the way through the ankle joint and in the ankle joint, into the capsule. Let's go the opposite way. As we do this, we're bringing nutrients and fluid into the joint to protect it. So try to exaggerate the slowness and the movement. And let's hold to center, bend the left knee. Take the ankle to the right thigh. You can stay here, test out that left knee. You can bring the right knee to the chest and then choose both hands to the shin, maybe one hand to the shin, one hand to the opposite knee. You can even have both hands on the mat. Whatever works for you. Your right foot can stay down. Play around. We're opening up that left hip, so whatever that means for you today, it's going to look different every day. Your body is different every day. Take 1 more breath in. Right foot down on the exhale. Left heel goes up. Push out of the heel. Ground your right foot. Lift your hips enough to get your palms under. So we do that with the hands so that we can create just a little dip of the low back so we know that it's pressing into the floor. And lower the left leg to a hover. Exhale to bring it up. The exhale is pulling your belly button to your spine. Inhale, lower to a hover. Exhale to bring it up. If you want, look to your belly button. Inhale, lower to a hover. If you want, right leg hovers. Exhale, left leg up. We've got 2 more. You choose the depth or the modification. Exhale it up. Squeeze your belly. Last one. Inhale, lower. And exhale up. Head goes down, both legs up. Take both arms to the ceiling. As we inhale, bring your right leg to the front of the room, the left arm to the back of the room. Exhale, both arm and leg to the ceiling. Keep pushing your low back down. Left leg, right arm. Exhale up. Keep shooting energy from the fingers and the heels. Right leg, left arm. Both arms and legs are strong. Exhale up. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale up. 1 more on each side. Close the eyes. Move with the breathing. Feel that exhale gets you stronger in your core. Last one. Left leg, right arm. Exhale it up. Take your hands to your knees bend, and get your thighs parallel with the walls, your shins parallel with the floor. Take your hands to your thighs, straighten your arms, and push your knees into your hands, push your hands into your knees, really, really strong. The low back is pressing down, and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep squeezing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Arms wide. Let the knees fall to the right. You can gaze to the ceiling or to the left thumb. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Coming back through center and over to the left with the knees. Turn the gaze to the right. Take a slow breath in. Long exhale. Inhale, coming back through center. One last squeeze. Take the knees into the chest, forehead to the knees. Lift the tailbone off the mat. And come up to neutral and onto the back. Finding Shavasana. So Shavasana is corpse pose. Now the point of our corpse pose is that we can let go of what we don't need to carry any longer. Anything through the practice or anything that went on through the week, you can let that go here. And we always have that gift of renewal. because it's within us that we make that change. Allow your body to just let go here. Closing the eyes. The arms can go out wide. Allow your palms to turn open. Check in with the neck. Notice if you've turned the head one way or the other. See if you can stay balanced all the way through the body. Closing the eyes. Bring your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, your ankles. Realize how lucky you are to have these feet, even if they sometimes hurt. Thank your body for the ability to send you these signals of discomfort. Bring your awareness up into your knees, your thighs, your glutes. Notice if you're holding any residual tension there in the hips. See if you can let that go. Awareness into the belly, the chest, the shoulders. See if you can let your shoulder blades be a little heavier to the floor. Checking in with the arms, the palms, the fingers. Just letting the fingers naturally curl so there's no effort there. Awareness into the throat, the jaw, the cheeks, the eyes. Feeling everything let go. Very slowly, start to move, bringing the knees into the chest, one at a time, rolling onto one side. Coming up to a seat, I'm going to take my block to sit on, just as we began the practice. And the last time we were here, we set our goal, our intention for the practice, our time here. Now as we go out into our day, set your intention for your day. Your left palm to your heart, right palm over top. Close the eyes and realize all of the opportunities that you do have. Rather than focusing on anything that is hindering you, focus on the things that can expand you. Thank your body for its abilities to speak to you. Smile. Take your palms together at your heart center. Take a deep breath in, out of the mouth. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.